Hey, what's up everybody and welcome back. Throughout this upload, I'll be showing you what wash day looks like for me after a few weeks of having a silk press. Just as a quick disclaimer, in this upload I'm using a protein treatment. To avoid protein overload, protein treatments are not intended to be used often. I only use a protein treatment about once or twice a year. Protein treatment should be used with meticulous care. Please consult a professional for usage if you are unsure. I'm not a professional or licensed cosmetologist, nor do I claim to be. Happy watching, loves. Alright, so I'm starting by working with freshly shampooed hair. I'm going in with my protein treatment, which is going to be that Aphogee 2-step protein treatment. In that purple spray bottle, I have added, I guess you could call it the step 1 solution. It normally comes in a bottle, but I find it easier to put in a spray bottle just so it gets on my strands easier. And I'm a fair warn y'all now, this is another reason because it stinks so bad. Oh, it stinks, and it's sticky and it's messy and it just gets everywhere. It's just easier this way. And this is definitely going to be one of those do as I say, not as I do type of videos. Because y'all, normally when I do this, I section my hair off into at least 4 to 6 different sections and I apply it that way. But I was so doggone eager to get to the point where I could see how my curls was going to look that I just went with the flow and split it down the middle and went on about my business. Also, I do think it is very, very important that you start with detangled hair because you want to get that even distribution of the solution all over your hair as quickly and efficiently as possible, because once it dries, you do not want to touch it because it's going to be in a fragile state, and touching it over and over again and moving it could cause breakage after it dries. So now that your strands are coated in the protein solution, you want to dry that solution onto your strands. Do not let it air dry. You have 2 options. You can either use a blow dryer and blow dry it just like this. Don't use no comb, no brush, none of that. Or you can just sit under the dryer. I normally choose this way because when I do it this way, I know that all of my hair has gotten dry, and it doesn't take as long. It probably takes about 15 minutes tops to dry it like this. The main thing if you're going to do this method, try not to be touching it as much as I am right here. And, you know, just try to make sure like I said, it's in that fragile state. So just be careful with it. So now that I have rinsed out that protein solution, okay, I see you. But anyway, now that I've rinsed out that protein solution, you're going to want to follow up with step 2, which is the balancing moisturizer. This is going to add, it's like a quick fix of adding moisture back into your hair. You just want to apply it all throughout your strands, and I think it stays in for 2 to 5 minutes. Then you rinse it out. I actually think that at this point right here, I had rinsed out that step 2 solution, which concludes the protein treatment. Now I'm going in with my deep conditioner. I don't remember. I do remember which one I used, but I don't remember what it was called. I'll link it down in the description below. But yeah, I'm doing a deep conditioner after the protein treatment, which is adding that intensive moisture back into your hair. Now I'm applying my self-heated cap. You can get that from Sally's. And you're going to want to sit under the dryer with this, or if you have a steamer, use a steamer. If you don't, just walk around in the cap, you know, like a normal day, cook, clean, do what you got to do for about 30 minutes, then rinse it out. So after rinsing out that deep conditioner, I'm now taking my hair down from the t-shirt that I was drying it with, waiting on that no product look, and there we are. Alright, so y'all are going to have to excuse me for the next couple of minutes. I'm about to go into the wash and go, but ever since I let that t-shirt out of my hair, it went pretty quick from here, so bear with me. One of the key things about a wash and go, you want to keep your hair wet through and through until you're done styling. So try to keep a spray mist bottle right beside you. Alright, so y'all see that pink brush right there? That's a Denman brush. My cousin Lily, she's a Naturalista guru like me. She showed me that brush a long time ago, and you cannot do a wash and go without it. Right here, you're going to see me split my hair into 3 or 4 sections. Some people do their wash and goes all in one. I prefer to split mine into sections just for a more detail-oriented look, I guess. Just a quick reminder again, try to work with detangled hair when you're doing a wash and go, but if you're anything like me, your hair finds any reason to get tangled all over again. So, you know, you might have to go back over it with your wide tooth comb. Just remember to comb from the ends up to the roots, and don't be doing all that extra, even though it looks like I was being a little rough, but don't be doing all that extra so you don't rip out any hair. I get on my own nerves because I definitely didn't even show y'all the product, but I know I was using the new Mielle moisture line, their leave-in. I think it's the Hawaiian ginger. Either way, I'll be sure to put it down in the description box below. So yeah, I'm basically going throughout my strands with the leave-in, starting from the ends up to the roots. So you're going to want to spread that leave-in all throughout your hair. Try not to use too much product for 2 reasons. 1, it can weigh your hair down, and 2, any mousse or gel that you use, it might not mix well with whatever leave-in you're using, so you don't want to put too much. And now I'm going in with my Mielle Honey Ginger Gel. Y'all, this is my favorite gel. Simply because it's like a cream-based consistency. It's got slip. It doesn't make your hair all hard and crunchy, and it allows your curls to have that life and bounce to them while still giving you a little bit of hold. I'm pretty sure I just told y'all not to use too much product, and then I ended up doing it anyway. That's why you'll see me going in with this Denman brush doing the most, trying to get it to curl up because it's way down. So I'll serve as my own example. So you just want to continue throughout your entire head with light application of that gel to your curls, using your Denman brush as needed. I know it's probably a lot of y'all wondering, what does she mean by as needed with that Denman brush? Every now and then you'll run into a piece of your hair, or if you're anything like me, you'll run into a piece of hair that just don't comply. It don't matter what you do. And right here in the top part, it's mine. It just never complies. Since it doesn't want to do right, you got to kind of put some technique with it. See? Turn, turn, turn. And then you'll clump it. And then that'll get it, kind of get it right. And just to elaborate one more time, you twirl, 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 making sure it stays together. Twirl a little bit more and clump it. And that's what I meant by the flick of the wrist. Alright, so for most people, this is the stopping point of the wash and go. You've applied your gel, your leave-in. So most people, they decide to air dry at this point. Me, on the other hand, I like using the diffuser because I want my curls to be just a little bit dry because I hate walking around with wet hair. And y'all are not about to come for me about this diffuser, because yes, it is rigged up. I got the detachment part from Sally's, and somebody left that blow dryer over here. But anyway, it works just as good. You're going to want to turn your dryer on cool, place your curls in the center of the detachment, and try to neatly smash it towards your head because you don't want to cause frizz. Right here, I'm just going back in, checking over my work, looking for those frizzy spots and putting gel back over it. And I ain't gonna lie, most of the time my arm gets tired, so I definitely take that detachment off after a little while, and I keep the cool setting on and try to go in like a circular motion just with the dryer instead of doing the most with that detachment, all that up and down. Even though it's not all the way dry yet, I normally stop after a while because I know I'm not going to get it completely dry. But here's the final outcome. I hope you guys were able to gain some information and some tips about wash and goes from watching this video. Y'all stay tuned for more tutorials in the future, and thanks for watching.